today's show is brought to you by True Classic Tees. In fact, I'm rocking one. Hello. You see this like stretchy? It's like super stretchy, right? Yeah, Looks nice. It feels super comfy. I know Deke can attest to this as well. But no, we definitely like True Classic Tees because of their ability to create nice cotton material, man, where it's stretchy, it's going to give you that athletic feel, but at the same time, give you a little bit more, cushion in the midsection for everybody that is not down with that, hard body workout plan. But the thing that we do like, number one, is the fact they rock with us. But number two, the fact that they got a promo code, and that promo code is MOST. You use that, you get your 25% off of your purchase at trueclassictees.com. So definitely want to show some support for them, and we appreciate them for rocking with us. So, like I said, once again, shout out to True Classic Tees, bringing you today's show.
Gorilla mode says, my eyes don't lie. Pickett looks legit. Twitter GMs may continue to nitpick every throw, but fans with some objectivity see there's something there. Plenty to be excited about with his development.
Yeah, man, I would agree with that. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's not supposed to be. He's a rookie. But you can see everything that people have complained about, the things that people critique him on, whether it's the accuracy. For every inaccurate pass that he had last night, we can also point to some very accurate throws. For every JV miss, we could point to some varsity makes that he had. Even him using his legs at times, man. I thought as a whole, it was still a very promising performance by Kenny, by this offense, and by Matt Canada. I thought that offensively, we continue to see them take steps in the right direction. We're continuing to see them grow, man. So, I definitely like what I was seeing as well, man.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what these fake Twitter analysts and fake Twitter GMs are doing right now, what their angle is. But what I did see is some of the literally, this just pops up on my Twitter feed. I see all the people that were shitting on Pickett these last couple weeks, all of a sudden switching their tune last night. I just don't want to hear it because everything we've talked about in terms of what we're seeing from Pickett, like the good things, we've been seeing it all the way throughout this season. Like, I don't think yesterday changed. I think we just saw everything we've seen thus far out of Pickett in terms of the accuracy, the mobility, the leadership, like all that stuff, all the good stuff we talked about with Pickett. We just saw it on even more display yesterday. So, like, I don't get what the people who were ripping on Pickett these last however many weeks, like, what changed? Because all that was there this whole time. He's a young quarterback. He's 6 games in. So, like, why did this one game all of a sudden flip everything for you? Doesn't make sense.
See, I think it just depends on, man, the people that you're looking at, man. For some of them, they're going to rebuttal and say it's because people continue to crown him after everything that he does. And I get it, And then for the other ones, they're just going to say that, hey, man, they've seen him develop and they've come on board. But either way, everybody's going to have their own opinion on Kenny. But I do think that he's doing what he's supposed to in terms of his progression. But that's what a lot of these dudes we're going to talk about today, man. We've been seeing that. So, yeah.
Yeah, Pickett was good, man. Dude.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. What did he end up with? 20 of 28? Bro.
Could have
20
been
of
28
24?
For 74.
Hey, could have been what? 24, 25 of 28?
Yeah.
These drops are popping up.
Now listen. Now, so this is part of the reason why people act like that towards Kenny. You bring it up and you like, yo, hit the drops. But you don't bring up the misses as well. And that's part of why people are so like aggressive in it as it pertains to like their opinion on Kenny, because it does look like it's no accountability on some of the negative from him just on the receivers. So yeah, George Pickens and Deontay, we want them to catch a lot more of those passes because they were very catchable balls. But at the same time, there were also some throws from Kenny where it's like, man, the Steven Sons one, you want Steven to catch it, sure, but you do want a better pass on it as well, and a couple of other ones where it's just like little things that he could be better at. But yeah, as a whole, man, offensively, man, these dudes, they're young, but they are doing the things that we do want to see from them, man. So we just got to get more consistent with that. But it is showing, and that's the other thing. The other highlight too, another week of no turnovers by this offense, man. Like when I think of those type of things, I'm like, bro, I love that, because that is a real sign too when you're talking about Kenny, because it's not just some of the things that he's doing in terms of taking chances, stretching the field, but also his decision making with some of the different coverages, with some of the different things where he's been tricked in the past. Seeing him now put together multiple weeks where he's been able to not get fooled, or even if he was fooled, instead of him trying to force a ball into a bad coverage, he's tucking it and running. And for me, man, I love to see that right now from him, man. Until he gets completely to that level where nothing surprises him, hey man, when in doubt, use that athletic ability, because that is something that I thought when you watch Matt Ryan and you watch Kenny Pickett last night, that was the difference, man. When Matt Ryan was confused or the coverage wasn't there or he couldn't, see what he liked, he didn't have the mobility to escape that rush. Whereas for us, when Kenny didn't like it or the O-line didn't protect the way that they need to, which we saw that happening as well, it was good to see him be able to just be like, you know what, man, athletic ability, let me cut up real quick, make some yards right here. And I really thought that kind of put that Colts defense in a little bit of a bind, so to speak, man. So it was really good to see that. That's another part of his game that I'm really enjoying seeing expand with him, man.
For sure. But here's some kind of like my point in terms of if we're going to talk about Pickett's misses. I mean, we're talking about like 2 or 3 throws then out of the whole game.
No. Don't think of it as 2 or 3 throws from the incompletion standpoint. Think about 2 or 3 throws on top of, even if it's a completion, but he's putting it in a position where instead of this guy's able to catch it and run, this guy's having to catch it and fall down. This guy's not being able to keep his momentum. It's a multiple thing, but that's a part of it. And that's why it's like very difficult whenever people talk Kenny Pickett, because of how polarizing he has become, partly because of the fan base, right? If you are only praising him, then that's going to have reaction. If you only talk about the negative, that's going to have reaction. But if you tap on either one, people going to react how they react, right? But at the end of the day, it's all just a part of his journey. It's not a negative per se, but it's just a part of the context around him.
Either way, he's playing good.
I would agree.
Gotta win.
Yeah.
Gotta win, man. Yeah. Particularly, just even how he performed in the second half, right? Like Absolutely. That. I mean, that matters. Yeah. We're talking about winning football and knowing when to pick up first downs when you need it, when to keep drives going, like all that stuff. And then even that talk about him audibling into like the Benny Snow run play at the end, like this is all the stuff you love to see, because
Absolutely.
I'm sure he's feeling more comfortable every time he's dropping back every new game. But I feel like even us, I don't know if I'm going to be speaking for you here, but don't you feel like the offense, even just as a whole, looks more comfortable now?
I've been saying that. I'm with you, man.
I mean, the points show it too. I mean, 24 points in this game, 30 points in the Bengals game, and then 20-plus points in the Saints game too.
But this also goes back to why, even a couple of weeks ago when we were calling about Matt Canada, why I've been over here and been accused of being an apologist for him at times as well. But it's like they're both developing. This offense as a whole is developing. And that's the beauty. Now, we like to pick and choose who we want to say is solely responsible for it. But I think all of these guys collectively are part of it. I thought that yesterday, and honestly the past couple of games, one of the big things that have helped this offense out is how well this running game has been. Yesterday was the best performance that we've seen. Absolutely. So it's not just one person that's growing and getting better. All of these guys are. But that's why we've been hollering about patience, time. And it's difficult to get patience in time when the expectations were set so crazily high. But now people are coming around to it, whether they've been forced to come around to it or they've been patient throughout this whole process. But either way, it is coming to a point where we're seeing consistency start to show. And that's why for me, I'm like, if this keeps going like this, you roll with this into the offseason. You don't blow this up. You don't switch coaches. You don't switch quarterback. You don't make mass changes if it keeps improving the way that it is. Because like you just said yourself, this is 3 weeks in a row. We scored 20 plus points and we cut down on the turnovers. And we had, 2 of those are wins, 1 was a loss. But as a whole, you can see where this offense is going and the framework, man. The way that running game looked yesterday with George Pickens, and you look at Deontay and Pat Freiermuth, man, this offense is talented. All they have to do is just keep putting it together more and more. And we're seeing it, though, man. We're definitely seeing it.